you just feel tired, feel weak. But when you feel weak, you feel like you want to just give up. But you gotta search within you.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my chest workout beginner guide. So let's get straight into it. So before you start working out, make sure you warm up your shoulders. It's very important. So I do two different types of warm-ups. One is just in another room, just to warm up my shoulders, and then the other one is with the actual exercise. Today, it being Monday after Easter, everyone's in the gym and everyone's doing chest. I didn't realise this until we got to the gym. But anyway, the first exercise we started with was dumbbell incline press. As you see, I'm starting off light and warming up with this exercise to get used to the movement pattern. As a beginner lifter and natural lifter especially, it's very important to have different types of rep ranges. So it's very important to build for strength around 6 to 8, and then to build muscle at the same time as well in your same workout. So around 8 to 12, 12 to 15, pushing it to the 15 reps. Started my first set with 32.5 kg dumbbells. Managed to get 8 reps on this. So this is what you want to do. You want to turn the dumbbells slightly, and don't flare your elbows out. I see many people flaring their elbows out and just hurting their shoulders and not pressing with their chest, and trying to squeeze your chest as much as you can at the top of the range. I managed 8 reps quite easily, so I increased. It's very important to increase. Don't feel confident with the weights. You got to push yourself. Progressive overload is the key. And here I'm pushing 35s and aiming for that 6 to 8, and I just managed to get an 8, which just goes into the bracket of 6 to 8 reps, and it's the ideal weight for me for my set. So make sure you find the correct weight for you to try to build more of a strength. See, look, I'm pushing on my 8th rep, just about got it. Here's another angle to get a better view of the exercise. Trying to tuck your elbows in, turn the dumbbell slightly and press upwards, squeezing your upper chest hard as you can. The heavier you go, your form will suffer slightly, but make sure you stick to your strict form and don't let the weight overtake your form, as it's very important to build chest and not ego lift. Next, we moved on to the flat barbell bench press. Again, starting a little bit lighter to get used to the movement. It's very important to get your technique correct on this exercise. I recommend just outside shoulder width grip, keeping your scapula retracted, bum on the bench, feet flat on the floor to allow to use leg drive during your lifts to increase the weight you lift. After that first warm-up set, we moved on to 70 kilos, aiming for that 6 to 8 reps again, as this is a powerlifting compound movement, trying to build a strength which will eventually result in mass size, because you'll be able to lift more weight. If you are getting easy 8 reps, increase the weight and go for that 6 to 8 reps. Make sure you push yourself. If you need a spot, get someone to spot you. It's very handy to have a spot. Here's another angle showing you the technique better. You want to aim to get your hand just in front of your elbow when you go down, to allow you to drive diagonally up instead of straight up, to minimize the path of the barbell has to travel, and this will allow you to lift heavier weights. Now we're moving on to isolation exercises, which just mainly target your chest, and the first exercise we moved on to is pec deck. I really like this exercise. It allows you to hit the middle of your chest very well, and this is a lacking part in many people's chest development, so definitely recommend this exercise. Aim for that 12 rep range, nice and slow on the way down, contracting it and then squeezing it hard as you can, contracting your chest, trying to drive with your elbows to increase the contraction. It's a little tip. Aim 4 to 5 working sets. And last exercise, we moved on to incline dumbbell flies, because the chest cables were taken, but it doesn't matter which variations you do as long as you do it correctly. So you want to stretch your chest out and then scoop your hands in much as you can to get the contraction. And we superset it with this dumbbell push in the air thing. Don't know what it's actually called, but it allows you to finish your chest off and get a nice pump. So I hope you guys enjoyed our chest workout. Build a beginner chest, currently about 162 pounds. So if you like this video, please give it a like and a comment. Cheers.